Hey there, this is Mr. Icarus, and welcome to yet another edition of Doom Mod Madness. This time around, we're checking out Project Brutality, which originally started life off as a add-on pack for the ultra-violent mod we all know and love called Brutal Doom. And you're probably wondering, well, why you're playing an add-on pack? Well, I'm playing this because it is now its own fully-fledged standalone mod. And in many ways, I think this mod has surpassed Brutal Doom. It has improved on Brutal Doom and added so many bells and whistles that I don't think there's anywhere else to stick any extra bells and whistles. It is utterly insane. Now, on the surface, it may not look all that different, but once you play for a little while, you soon realize that this does things a little different and a little more, let's say, interestingly and a little more fun than the vanilla Brutal Doom experience. I can't believe I'm calling Brutal Doom a vanilla experience, because that was the thing that kind of brought me back into Doom mods. That was the thing that made me sit up and take notice and go, holy shit, this stuff is insane. I best kind of dive in and find out all the crazy crap that's going on. But I'm gonna have to deal with these pinkies before I can articulate the next few sentences, because this room is full of crap. But Project Brutality, as I said, adds a metric crap ton of bells and whistles to the pre-existing Brutal Doom formula, and it adds extra enemy behaviors, it adds extra enemies, it adds extra weapons, upgradable weapons, tweakable difficulties, tweakable spawns. It does so much stuff that it is seriously hard for me to keep all in my head at once. So much so that, as of this very moment, I have a bunch of post-it notes stuck around my monitor right now while I'm trying to play this, so I can remind myself of all the extra bits and pieces that Project Brutality actually does. And the first post-it I've got up there says, if Brutal Doom turned Doom up to 11, then Project Brutality turns it up to 111. And oh boy, does that still hold true, because this is just such a rush of an experience. It's relentlessly fun, relentlessly entertaining, and for a gorehound like me, I just love it to bits. There's just so much shit going on the screen at any one time that my eyes are just having a feast, basically. You'll also probably notice that a few enemies have some extra actions. Probably already mentioned that, but doesn't hurt to go over them. Imps can crawl on ceilings, which is pretty goddamn awesome. They can also fling fireballs from the ceiling as well. You've also got Hell Knights that can do a jump forward slam attack, which is pretty goddamn cool. And all sorts of extra bits and pieces. You've probably noticed a few extra enemy types, like the zombie lab people with their axes. And it's freaking great. It's absolutely freaking great. The weapons themselves, at first, I didn't really like the changes to the models in comparison to Brutal Doom. They're a little more cartoony, I feel, compared to the kind of realistic style of Brutal Doom when it comes down to the weaponry. But it's something I quickly got over, because after a while you just stop focusing on the weapons and you just start being completely awestruck with the sheer amount of gore and spatter all over the walls. But anyway, you've also probably noticed that this isn't your standard Doom 2 opening map. This is, in fact, part of Maps of Chaos, which is basically a retooled overkill version of the original Doom 2 maps, and it's absolutely fantastic. If you've got a gameplay modifier like Project Brutality or Russian Overkill, these are the kind of maps you want to be playing them with. They are an absolute barrel of fun. And I've got to give a quick shout out to Mr. David Wolf, I hope I got that name right, who commented in the last video in the comments to let me know about this map pack and how it'll complement Project Brutality pretty goddamn well. And I'm just happy that I'm finally giving Project Brutality a first shake. I've had it on my list for quite a while, and I think the one thing that was holding me back was, but I've already played Brutal Doom, and I cannot begin to tell you how happy I am that I finally decided to give this a go, because I'm going to be playing this for a good long while. I'm going to be exploring everything about this that I possibly can, because there is absolutely tons to do and tons to discover. I haven't even mentioned the fact that, oh geez, Hell Knights. I haven't even mentioned the fact that the vast majority of weapons here also have alternate and even tertiary fire modes. That's something that I really loved in Russian Overkill, and the shotgun, for example, you can change the ammo type to Slugs, which, do some very satisfying things to certain enemies. You can go with standard buckshot if you like, which does a bit more of a satisfying blast, or Slugs. And generally with Slugs, you got to be slightly more precise, because it's a single shot. You got to make sure you're aiming in the right direction. And generally, you can sometimes pick off a limb or two with these guys. I know that's something you can do in Brutal Doom, but it's still no less satisfying here. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Project Brutality actually adds a little bit of extra blood spurt. And that is definitely something special right there. Your guts falling out, bloody footprints everywhere. I am in gore-drenched heaven right now. Some people would advise me to go see a psychiatrist about that, but screw you guys. This is a viable outlet. I apologize for nothing, and these cacos die in a spectacular fashion. I'm pretty sure it's a similar fashion to the original Brutal Doom, where they just go to absolute pieces if you get them quick enough. But we've got flies buzzing around corpses here. Mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. But yeah, everything here is absolutely tweakable. In fact, I'm just going to do a quick dive into the old menu here. As you can see, we've got an entirely separate Project Brutality options menu. And you got stuff like global settings, which allow you to change the spawn presets. And just to explain what this is, there's a bit of a dynamic spawning algorithm, what's it going on here. Far too advanced for me to comprehend, but it'll switch up bits and pieces during your regular playthrough, so things aren't always quite the same. That's what I can gather dynamic progression actually is. And you can change that to default random, to Brutal Doom Classic spawning, so you don't get all those extra advanced monster spawns, I imagine. You got alternative, you got Death Wish, which pretty much does exactly what it says on the tin. You got Tier 1 spawns, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4. I'm honestly too scared to try them out because they just sound intimidating. And then you go back to dynamic progression. And then you've got this stuff. You got your Zombieman variants, you got your Sergeant variants, you got Commandos, you got Imps, Pinkies, Cacodemons, Pain Elementals, Lost Souls, Revenants, Arachnotrons, Elite Arachnotrons, Cyber Hell Knights, Paladins, Barrett, what? Oh, jeez, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. There's the Demolisher variant of Spider Mastermind. That just sounds amazing. I can't wait to confront that at some point. You can even configure monster abilities. Hungry Pinky Demons. Prevent Pinky Demon variants recovering health by eating monsters. That sounds awesome. And I've already seen them munch on a few people, so I imagine they're recovering health by doing that. But options, options, options. There are so many tweakable bits and pieces to this mod that I'm like a kid in a candy store. This is like the enthusiast's version of Brutal Doom. You know how you get enthusiast computer builders that have to have, you know, the specific type of hardware and bits and pieces so it runs just so according to their specifications? Well, that is what you can do with Project Brutality. You can customize the ever-loving crap out of this mod just to give you your own perfect Brutal Doom enhanced experience, and it's absolutely glorious. And you know what? It gets even better. I've probably already mentioned that there's extra weapons and bits and pieces, but you can actually upgrade some of your existing weapons here as well, which is really friggin' awesome. And there's a very sprightly Cacodemon. We're gonna absolutely make sure he goes to pieces. But you can pick up bits like extra Demon Souls for extra health, which boosts both your armor and your health. But yeah, every now and again you'll come across the classic Doom ammo packs, which will boost your ammo. And next to them will be upgrade packs, which will give you souped up variants of your existing weaponry. And let me tell you, there is so much weaponry in this mod. It's fantastic. It came dangerously close to Russian overkill levels of excess while I was checking this out. And normally, this game actually locks you out of using cheats, because if I try and type in the traditional cheat codes here, it will basically say that they've been turned off. You're not allowed to use them. Thankfully, because I'm just a tiny bit savvy, die you horrible son of a bitch, I can actually turn that off. I can actually re-enable cheats, and that is something that I fully intend to do in just a sec. But first, I'm going to try and get to the end of this stage, because, man, I have made a mess. And I think I need to, paint the walls red in another map before I show you just how crazy the weaponry can get. And there's a few secrets I need to uncover here, because pretty sure I can get my hands on the rocket launcher by triggering a few secrets around here. You can also put the silencer on the pistol, which I imagine is useful if you don't want to alert other enemies. I'm not sure if the AI has been tweaked to facilitate that, but I would not be surprised. The AI is much more savvy here, does a lot more interesting things, and whale of a time. Absolute whale of a time. I'm just going to see how many horrible deaths I can inflict on these guys. I'm pretty sure you can blast off a few legs and have them crawl around on the spooling intestines. Yeah, I am definitely going to have to see a psychiatrist after this. But yeah, the secret is up here. Just going to trigger this wall. Preemptively deal with a few of these imps. Yeah, you can't do shit to me. Oh wait, no, he's on the ceiling. He can probably do shit. Let's make sure they don't do any more. Ah, lovely. It is just a masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece of gore. Who would have thought that pixelated gore could be so satisfying and wonderful? It's just... I'm just saddened that it's taken so long for it to get to this point. In 2015, with this wonderful, wonderful, gory excess that we've got in front of us right now. I like the way that the rockets just fling a few enemies to the side. Doesn't entirely kill them, but makes them spring back up. I know that's something in the original version of Brutal Doom as well, but like I say, this is an enhancement. This is an expansion in every possible way of the core things that made Brutal Doom so entertaining to play, and now make this, I feel, the definitive way to experience Brutal Doom. If you're not playing it with Project Brutality, you're missing out on a metric ton of fun. Anyway, we're going to jump into the next stage here, and I'm hopefully going to be able to show you just how crazy the weaponry can get here. Seriously, you do not want to miss this. Okay, before we get started with the rest of the weaponry, I'm just going to test out my silencer hypothesis here. Yep, he's pretty much dead, and I don't think I have startled any of the other monsters here. We're just going to shoot a few more bullets through the windows just to be sure. And as soon as I take the silencer off and blast the door, here they come. We're going to switch over to dual wielding just to make sure we have maximum firepower against these guys. Oh, that is glorious. That is absolutely glorious. Anyone left? Nah. They did more harm to themselves than to me, to be perfectly honest. But yes, Project Brutality is full to the brim with weaponry options. Much, much more than you can find in vanilla Brutal Doom. We got the Revolver, the compact SMG, and the guns which you can dual wield, all on the same key here, which is fantastic. We're just going to test out the SMG a little bit. Wunderbar. You can also iron sight it up large, and you can get a laser sight for some reason. I don't know if that makes you any more or less accurate. Couldn't tell you, but we're going to test out the Revolver next. Now, Revolvers I can kind of take or leave in most weapons mods. They don't really, you know, float my boat all that much, but that is still pretty nice and satisfying to use. I can get behind that. And yes, as you can probably imagine, you can in fact dual wield revolvers. Sadly, I only have one revolver right now, because for some reason the all weapons cheat only gives you one instead of two, which is just a little bit of a shame. But hey. Ooh. You alright then? Oh wait, I've missed someone. Oh jeez. See if we can get him in the face. There we go. Fantastic. So next up, we've done everything on the pistol key. Let's see what's on the shotgun key. Ooh, the auto shotty. I'm pretty sure this is an upgrade for the standard shotgun, which we already know about. You can get alternate shells loaded into this baby, and then you can upgrade it to the auto shotty, which does wonderful things like that. Oh, it is just rapid fire heaven. Oh yeah, that's his top half gone. What else have we got on the shotgun here? We've got... I think that's just the standard reload. That was the secondary fire, apparently. No! Oh, wow, what the... You can basically launch a bunch of shells at the same time. That is pretty damn cool. What's on tertiary? Nothing. You can dual wield them? Ho, 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 that's going to be fun in future playthroughs. Anyway, we've also got the super shotgun, also known as the sawn-off, which does unspeakable things to the vast majority of enemies in Doom. What's its alternate? I think it's firing individual barrels, which is a little bit of a weak option, to be perfectly honest. Who wants to fire only one barrel of the double-barrel shotgun at a time? Crazy people, that's who. Anyway, tertiary fire is, as you'd expect, dual-wielding. Got anything else here? Nah. So, next button. Oh, baby! This is the heavy machine gun. I'm pretty sure this is an upgrade from the standard stuff, which will be the minigun. So when you find the upgrade pack for this baby, it turns it into, where is it gone? This. Oh, heavy machine gun. Where have you been all my life? Oh god, do you turn things into mincemeat. That is lovely. Alternate fire attaches an ammo belt, which means you can just... Oh, so it changes the ammo pool to the total ammo instead of the loaded ammo. That is fantastic. It's basically infinite bullet firing fun. And what does the tertiary fire do? Full Metal Jacket fire mode. Okay, anti-personnel and Full Metal Jacket. So let's see what Full Metal Jacket does to people's faces. Not quite as satisfying as anti-personnel, I think. Yeah, anti-personnel is the way to go. That absolutely blows chunks out of people. Literally blows chunks out of them. That is fantastic. I could use this weapon all day. I love it. But we do need to find out what some of the other weapons do. I'm gonna be here for a while, I think. Anyway, we got the Carbine, which is your tactical weapon of choice. It's very operator, let's say. But kind of boring as a result. We got the minigun, we've already done the minigun. And we got the rifle, everyone knows what the rifle does. Right, next key. Rocket launcher. We've seen the rocket launcher. It's pretty fun. Makes things go boom. What else do we have on this particular key? We have got the super grenade launcher, which is an upgrade for the standard grenade launcher. Can you see just how deep this rabbit hole goes? It is absolutely insane. I'm about to die as well, so I should probably maybe... Oh, never mind. We can just do the same thing again and switch straight to the super grenade launcher from the start here. I'm not sure what difference the super grenade launcher actually makes. I think you can load multiple grenades. Oh wait, it's doing a thing. I'm not entirely sure what that thing is. Anyway, you can load sticky grenades. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, and that's what the alternate fire does. It detonates them, so you can get all your Team Fortress 2 Demo Man fantasies out of the way. Is there anything on the regular one? Let's go back to the regular grenade launcher. Does that have sticky? No, it's got frag rounds. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's see what it does to a pinky. Kills it. Just pretty much all you need to know. So that's all the buttons on number 5. What about number 6? Ooh, is that a Mark II plasma rifle? Well, we'll start with the plasma gun, which you can in fact dual wield, which is always nice. You can do that in Brutal Doom, but they've gone ever so slightly further. The secondary fire does a charge shot, which is spread fire. Absolutely lovely. And someone's attacking me from behind here. Where is he? I don't know. I have no idea where most of the enemies are. Like I say, these maps are so completely amped up. I'm just wading through, literally knee-deep in the dead. That's what that episode title should have referred to. This is absolute craziness. But anyway, next up, the Mark II Plasma, which is semi-auto. It actually looks a hell of a lot like the plasma rifle out of Doom 3, to be perfectly honest, which is a little surprising. Secondary fire is that, which is spread fire, and you can also dual-wield it. Is there anything you can't dual-wield in this bloody mod? It's fantastic. Number 7, we're up to button 7. We've got the freezer rifle. Oh god, this is going to be a long video. There are just so many weapons to go through. It's fantastic. Let's see what it does to all these guys. It usually, generally turns them into blocks of ice. And what you can also do here, which I think is pretty cool, is you can whip out your pistol and just completely shatter them into little itty-bitty bloody pieces. You can also use the Mighty Boot with it as well, if I can remember what the Mighty Boot key is. There we are. And the secondary, or tertiary fire, I think, is Freeze Ray, which does a lot more efficient freezing, I think, especially if you've got enough ammo. You can freeze an entire room solid with this baby. It's fantastic. Does make it a little too easy. It's probably one of the more overpowered weapons I've come across in Project Brutality, but still, you got to have your wits about you. What is this? What is this? Whoa! Whoa! I literally can't even. I think that was some kind of dark matter weapon. Was that... What button am I even on anymore? We're on the freeze ray button. We got a railgun. I want to get back to that big baby. That was a totally separate button. Okay. I'm going to take care of business first before we die and have to restart the level. These guys are just popping up left, right, and center, goddammit. There we go. So, I'm so overwhelmed right now. We're up to the Railgun. I think I hit the wrong button and went a little too far ahead, but we're going to get back to that baby sooner rather than later. Railgun does everything you could ever hope for. It also has a scope which you can change to, I think, infrared, which means it's a lot easier to see certain enemies in the dark. And what else have we got here? So it's Freeze Ray and Railgun. Number 8. We got the big fucking gun. We got the BFG. We got the Plasma Beam. And this baby. I do not... The Black Hole Generator. That's what it is. The Black Hole Generator. This doesn't have any alternate fires beyond what it says on the tin. Because who needs anything more than that unspeakable terror that's just happening in there? That's fantastic. So, we're on button 8 now. We're up to the BFG. You think we've reached the top, but we're going higher. That is a wonderful animation. I love this reskin. It is beautiful. I just love the animation when you fire it. You got a secondary fire, which is a much low-powered, but still devastating quick fire. A quick fire BFG. Who'da knew? Who'da thunk it? It's a wonderful age we live in. Absolute wonderful age. And you can actually hit the tertiary fire button, which changes it to guard mode, which puts up a shield, which you can place. How? What? Who? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. You got a contact laser, which you can do pew-pew things with. Apparently that's... I don't know. I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the Plasma Beam. Have we even picked up the red key yet? Actually, yeah, we got the red key because I put the cheat in. And I think we've actually run out of ammo. IDKFA. Let's get back up to that crazy son of a bitch that we were just using. The Plasma Beam. Okay. Let's get more meat for the meat grinder, shall we? Oh, baby, a triple. That is lovely. That is wonderfully devastating. I am about to die. I think I died from my own weapon. It literally melted me. Okay. I'm on board with this. Oh, what the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. We'll get to that soon enough. We still got the bloody Plasma Beam to deal with. What's the secondary fire? Oh, it's a bit of black. I like that. And tertiary fire does nothing. That's fine. Plasma Beam on its own is just wonderfully over the top. And you can kill yourself with it as well. Are you okay there, buddy? Ah, pity. He died before I could help him. So, Black Hole Generator, big fucking gun. We're up to number 9. Number 9 on the keyboard, ladies and gentlemen. We have found the Hell Rifle. The Hell Rifle. I'm going to say that again, the Hell Rifle. We're going to... It sets things on fire. It sets things on fire and just... Yeah. What needs to be said? We're going to find out what the alternate fire on this baby is. What do you reckon the alternate fire is going to be here? I have no idea. I have no idea what that did. Oh, it's a possession fireball. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. So you can fire something that takes over your enemies and forces them to fight other enemies for you. That is great. That's awesome. Caustic fire mode. Does this melt them? Yes, it turns them into a puddle of goo. That is fantastic. And what does the alternate do? What does the alternate on this one do? What is that? What even happened there? Is that a shrink ray? It's a friggin' shrink ray built into a Hell Rifle. Oh my god, what am I doing? Next weapon, Flame Cannon. Oh, this is much better than the flamethrower out of vanilla Brutal Doom. It's got the sound effect of, I think the Flame Wall? Or at least the Flame Cannons out of Rise of the Triad. I love that. And you can swap to standard flamethrower mode, lovely. And Slime. Databus. Oh, I think that's an enemy type. I think that's the alternate type to the Mancubus, which spurts noxious toxic mist. Which is just, yeah, absolutely wonderful. Anyway, what else? Oh, wait, I'm taking damage. Oh, this is great. If you're playing through... I had a playthrough earlier where I was testing this stuff out. And I killed a Revenant by kind of severing the top part from the bottom half. And for some reason, I picked up its shoulder-mounted rocket launchers, and you cannot begin to imagine how giddy that made me. I was laughing like a friggin' lunatic. I wish I recorded it. I seriously wish I recorded that moment, because I could not stop smiling. But this is something that you can also do in, I think, the regular version of Brutal Doom, but this has alternate fire modes, which, you know, Railgun. Oh, it just wins. It just wins on so many levels. What else? We got the Hell Rifle, we got the Flame Cannon, we got that. What's on Zero? Oh, the secret weapon. Okay. This is something that you can get in Brutal Doom, and it's not really all that fantastic or anything, but it's actually, I think, another callback to Rise of the Triad. This is the MP40 from Rise of the Triad, which is alright, but it's nice to kind of see it in here as a kind of little bit of a shout-out to the ridiculousness of Rise of the Triad weapons. If you've never played Rise of the Triad, by the way, you really owe it to yourself to check that game out. Not the remake, try playing the original first, and then maybe the remake. They're still both ridiculously entertaining and old school in their own ways, but I think it's best if you experience the original first. It's pretty special. It's very close to my heart. But anyway, what else? What else? I don't know. I think we've gone through all of these, but I don't know. I don't think I can pick a favorite. I don't know. The black hole generator was pretty special. Let's go back to the black hole generator. This one does have a pretty significant wind-up, though. You've got to know where you're firing it before you do it, because you will take a lot of damage, but it does suck in all surrounding enemies and does unspeakable, horrific things to them, which I am very happy about. But we're going to plasma beam it up large here, deal with the riffraff, because what else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? But that is the ridiculous weaponry of Project Brutality. I sincerely hope that this has piqued your interest. If you're wondering what visor I'm using, by the way, this is packaged in with the Project Brutality download. You can use it separately if you want. You don't have to include it, but it does add a little bit of extra visual flair to the whole thing. I've customized it a little bit so it doesn't have the Doom guy's face on the side. I thought it was a little redundant, because when you think about it, this is supposed to be an in-helmet view thing. Why would you want to see your own face inside your own helmet? It's just kind of strange, you know? Just the kind of thing that sticks out as odd to me, so I kind of turned it off. But anyway, I hope you have greatly enjoyed this video. I hope it has been tremendously informative for you young boys and girls out there. Link to the downloads, as usual, is in the description below. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Feel free to leave a like if you've enjoyed. And if you're not subscribed, you're just missing out. There's going to be tons of these in future. I don't know how it can get any better, to be perfectly honest. I'm just having such a whale of a time. I don't even know why I play regular modern games anymore. This just does everything that I could possibly want. And you can quick dodge left and right. It's fantastic. So yeah, if you're planning on picking up Brutal Doom, do yourself a favor. Pick up Project Brutality instead. It is, to me, as I've said before, the definitive way to experience Brutal Doom with bells and whistles, with tweakable craziness, with a ridiculous amount of fun. This is almost as ridiculous as Russian Overkill. Not quite as ridiculous. It doesn't have cows that you can orbital drop onto people by putting in a melee combo. Seriously, check out Russian Overkill if you haven't already. There is so much crap, so much stuff to enjoy here. Anyway, this has been Mr. Icarus. This is a glorious pile of just bloody chunks and death and destruction. Icarus out.
Go fuck yourself!